It's cooler than Antarctica's weather would be. Damn, I think my swagger is a weapon to me. And dudes don't count you off the record to me. So don't be stepping to me, trying to shake my hand. I'm already the man, ain't trying to make your band. I feel the fact that I'm real just make them mad. I be smoking helium to inflate my swerve. The fact that I'm real just make them mad. I be smoking helium to inflate my swerve. I'm fly, yes, I'm high, yes. Every lady wanna get to this guy, yes. Go out tonight, I just might, yes. Style cleaner than yours, so don't buy, yes. I'm so debonair, so debonair. 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 You're not really seeing me, dog. Real talk. You feeling whacker than you ever would be. In mind, you think you.
Hey, what's going on, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. Hold on. Welcome back to my channel. Guys, we've been covering this story with Carlethia. And y'all, something is just not sitting right with me with this story. And I just had to come over here and let's talk together because it's not making any sense. And so let's get into that. But before we do all that stuff, let's take care of the business of this channel. Join Monthly Tribe, stay with my side, go ahead and subscribe. Okay. Turn your notifications, make sure you turn them on all so you get notified every time I go live. Like the video, share the video, share the video, share the video, share the video. Comment down below and then come over here and comment in the chat. Okay. Let's play the intro. Let's get into it. Let's go.
I'm fly, yes, I'm high, yes. Every lady wanna get to this guy, yes. Go out tonight, I just might, yes. Style cleaner than yours, so don't buy, yes. I'm so debonair, so debonair. I'm so debonair, so debonair. I'm so debonair, so debonair. I'm so debonair, so debonair.
All right, y'all, we are back. Okay. Let's get into this real quick with the people over here in the chat. I was going to shy time. She says, let's get the latest. Sharing is caring. Share this live. Please like the video. It's free and an easy way to support the channel. And if you guys are new here, go back and watch some of the old videos because, there's a lot of content over here. Go watch the old ones, okay? Shout out to the people that are doing like they're binge watching my old videos. I got a few people who said that today. So shout out to those people who are doing that. What's going on to Melanated Drip? She says, hey, SoDeb. What's going on to Miss Wilson? Hey, SoDeb in chat. What's going on to Miss Platinum 2001? Good evening, SoDeb in chat. What's going on to Pam? Hey, Deb in chat peoples. Hey, Pink Dynamite. Hey, V Hargit. What's going on to Mary Broussard? Hello, SoDeb in tribe. What's going on to my homie, what was said, what's up, SoDeb, and it's the tribe, what was said. Melanie says, hello, Maz in chat, and oh, wow, there's a lot of people here. Let's see, did I miss anyone? Melody said, yes, this is a lot. I'm thankful to God that Carly is alive, and I am too. Like, what's up to my sis, Nola Reeds? I feel like I called you today, you didn't call me back. But maybe not. I don't know. Just shared it with three times now. Thank you so much, Pam. What's going on to Just Simply? Hey, SoDebNair in chat. What's going on to Dustin Butler? What's going on to Tiffany GT? And I think that's everyone. Ms. Wilson says, I binge trying to push you into the algorithm. Thank you so much for this. If you guys are not already doing this, please, y'all, watch my videos so we can get back into this algorithm. And while y'all watching it, comment in the comment section. It helps a lot. If you haven't liked the video, like those videos. Like, go back. Let's do a like party. Like, go back and like all the stuff that y'all see. Okay. All right. So we are here today to talk about Carly. Yesterday, I showed you guys. I don't know if I still have that video. Let me see if it's in my email still. But I showed you guys the video of the car on the side of the highway. I want to shout out to Nick at Night. I was on her channel earlier today, and she really drove it home for me today about, some of the speculation that we were all kind of having. What is this one? Is this the video? No. She drove it home for me today. Oh, excuse me. Oh. Oh, excuse me. Oh, excuse me. Oh, excuse me. Oh, oh. Bless me. Sorry, y'all. I had a sneezing attack. Miss Wilson says, I also stream on multiple devices. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Pamela. Bless you. And thank you, Q. Bless you. I don't know what just happened. Chantal says, bless you. Geesh, allergies are right. Miss Wilson says, bless you. Mary says, bless you. Tiffany says, bless you. Crystal says, bless you. What's going on, Crystal? And Pete Dunbar says, bless you. I don't know what just happened. I was having a sneezing attack. I might have to pull up my video from yesterday so we can kind of go back and look at it. But y'all, there are so many things that are not making sense to me. And I'm confused, okay? One thing I do want to do is I did get some recordings of that's not what I'm trying to do, of the sister, I keep want to call it sister-in-law, but I think it's just the boyfriend's girlfriend who she was talking to. So let's see if I can pull this up so you guys can hear this. I don't want to share screen. I'm trying to pull up a video. Come on, StreamYard. What are you doing? Hold on, y'all. Okay, video file. Here we go. Yes, come through with the blessings. All right. All right, it's loading, so you guys should hear it in a second.
To our son's girlfriend on the phone. She told her that it looks like there's a little child on the side of the road that looks like a small toddler. She told her, don't get out the car. And she said, I'm going to call 911, pull over and call 911 or call 911. She put her on hold, called 911, and she clicked back over and told her that 911 was, or that the police were on the way. And the next thing our son's girlfriend heard was Carly asking the child if they were okay. So she evidently got out the car. She asked the child if they were okay, maybe 2 or 3 times. She didn't hear a response from a child on the other end. And she did hear a scream. And then she could tell there was maybe some type of shuffling, and the phone dropped to the ground. And from there, all she could hear was background noise. We needed to throw on some clothes and go to her location. We do share our location through Life 360. And so it was pinging that she was at a particular street. However, when we got there, we did not see her car. And what we realized once the police came to where we were is that because her car was on the interstate, it was pinging at the street we went to because that street was right behind and below that interstate 459.
Okay, so you have that. This is the boyfriend's girlfriend. I mean, the brother's girlfriend speaking out about what happened according to her. Speaking to hers. I mean, speaking about what she heard, right? So we had this information. And, you know, for me, it goes downhill from here. Okay. Now, I do have the police report. I mean, like the phone call. And I don't know if I'll be able to play it because it is long. And I don't know how StreamYard is going to actually do this. Let me remove this part here. I don't know what's going to happen with how StreamYard is going to do it. If they let me do it, then you guys will be able to hear the phone call. Shy-Town says, my entire household children are on Life 360. I encourage everyone to download this and share it with your family. And for me, we have app. I have an iPhone. So my location is shared with my family. So they know where I'm at. Even my ex-husband has my location because he lives here in Atlanta. And I know if anybody going to show up, his ass going to show up first. So my location, my family and him have my location, and my best friend does as well. So that's that. Tiffany GC says that video on TMZ showed no child or person on the side of the highway. And that's what I'm going to get into, Tiffany. So I watched Nikki at night. Someone sent her a clip and they zoomed in to the car. You can see her getting out of the car. She goes to the passenger side on the right side in the back seat. You never see her move from there. But also, let me see if I can pull up my video from yesterday, because I want to show you guys what was interesting to me. If I can find that actual clip with the car, because I want you guys to see what I'm seeing, so we can have a conversation. It has to be this video. It has to be this video. All right, let's skip this. It's not on this video, so which one did I show it on? Was it the one I did earlier today? Let's see. I thought I showed you guys the video. Maybe I didn't. You know what? Let me just Google it. I was for sure I showed you guys this. Okay, here we go, right here. Okay, let's get rid of all these ads. Hold on, y'all, because they're playing like ads and stuff, and I want you guys to have to like go through that. Make sure you guys are liking the video as you guys come in. Please. All right. So I do this. Okay, I can't do this yet. Okay, bam. All right, so let me share my screen. Shout out to good YouTube content creators who really dive deep into stuff like this. Nika and Knight definitely did a great job. Again, if you guys are not already subscribed to our channel, go and do that. All right, and I'm actually doing it on this way right here. I'm going to full screen it. And okay, so before we even start playing this, so as you guys can see that this is her at the bottom right corner. Her lights are flashing, right? Okay. Now we're all kind of confused at this point, because we don't know if she circled back around because she's seen the toddler, but also you see a lot of cars passing this highway. So at what point, like, why was she the only person who's seeing the baby over here, right? So let's play the video and just remember, guys, that she's seen this baby. Now, you see how far this light goes on her car. So if she's seeing this baby, this toddler on the side of the highway, she starts here. Let's go to where she stopped at. So you see her drive all this way, right? And then she stops here. It sounds like she's on the phone. To me, this is my personal opinion. This has nothing to do with anybody that is even here, okay? To me, she's on the phone with his boyfriend. I'm by the sign. I'm by the sign. I'm by the sign. She's looking for whoever she's looking for. This is what I'm thinking, okay? Let's keep going. Okay. Now, I don't know if you guys can see this, but right now you can see her car door opening. She just opened up her car door in this video. And, you guys, I'm going to rewind it back a little bit. So now that you guys know that I'm saying this, look, you can see her opening up the car door. This is her car door right here. If y'all can see I don't know if you guys can see my cursor. But this is her car door right here. I'm going to rewind it back just a little bit. Okay, so she's out of the car. And now, if you guys can't see, this is her right here in the back seat of her car. Okay. Okay, you can see her open up the door. Tiffany says. Now she's at the back. She's on the passenger side on the back seat of her car, right? Why is she back there if there's a toddler on the side of the highway? I don't understand this part. Melanated Drip says, I believe Carly had a manic episode, and I'm with you on this. During a press conference yesterday, a news reporter asked the chief. He said he couldn't speak upon that at this time. Pam says 19 likes and 26 watching. Come on, people, hit that like button. We got 32 people here now, so make sure you guys hit the like button, okay? All right, so let's keep playing the video. So we see her at the basic passenger side. She's still there. She's still there. She's still there. I still see her. At this point, we see no toddler, like in the grass, by her car. We don't see anything. We just see her get out of the driver's seat and go to the back seat of the car. That's it. Melanated Drip says, yes, she went to that back seat. So we can see this, right? At no point you don't see a toddler anywhere. You don't even see her move from the car. And let's just look, because maybe we missed something. And even if she did, like all these cars riding past her, we haven't seen her approach a baby at this point. So why are all these cars riding past her and there's a baby sitting outside? And where is the baby? I have my own theory, but I will need to message you or tell you live. Either one is fine. I mean, come on live. That would be great for me. But, whatever you decide to do. I believe if there was a toddler, someone else would have seen the toddler and stopped. Exactly. And here we are still watching. She hasn't moved from that back seat. I think that her and that boyfriend are either in that back seat having sex or they're arguing. Tiffany says, I'm happy she's safe, but from what I'm seeing, she lied. She needs to be charged. Tiffany said that. What's going on, Leon? All those headlights, you don't see a small child on the side of the road. There's a police officer right here, right? A small child on the side of the road. Even with her approaching the side of the road, I really hope she didn't fabricate this. And I'm with you. What's going to protect my energy? She says, where is she in proximity to the car? Again, that's the $1 million question, because as we go back, and I think this is like later on in the footage, but as you can see here, her headlights, her blinkers on way back here. Look how far she drove. Unless this baby is a runner, a track star, which we would see, where is the kid? And with all the headlights in front of her, we would see something around these signs where she stops, where there's a toddler sitting somewhere. But we don't see that. They even zoom in for us to look. And here we are, right? So right now, something is not right, right? Oh, okay. Chi-Town. I'll inbox you back about that. I don't think that's true though. Because if that was the case, why was she the only person who? That doesn't make sense to me. I'm just happy she's alive, and to me, that's protect my energy. We said this last night. That's the biggest part. Mary says people forget there's cameras everywhere, and they do. Criminals don't understand. They don't understand your phone is a tracking device. Chuck says I don't think that she lied. Mary says she traveled a good quarter of a mile, right? And that's where things start to get confusing. Shadon says it's something else going on. It was no kid, but it was definitely a man. So for me, let's talk about the man, right? Let's talk about the man. So we have the footage from the highway. Why do we not see a man over her car? They said it was a man with khakis on. What had approached her? Y'all see girlfriends in the back here? I watch it all the time. That has nothing to do with this live, but I'm just telling y'all. But they said there was a man with khakis on who was like, hoovering over the car, like, what I'm saying? They said there was a man that was doing this. We never see that. So I don't think that that's true. Tiffany says, I hate to bring race into this, but Black women don't get the coverage when we go missing. She made it to CNN. We may not get the coverage now because of her lies. And I think that's the scariest part for me. Because to me, it seems like her and that boyfriend were having some issues. Because remember earlier today, and I'll pull it back up for you, for people who missed it. Earlier today, I read his Facebook posts, right? Okay, and here it goes. If you guys missed it. Is this no, that's not the last one. Okay. He speaks out about it. Now, if the family's not speaking out about it, why would he? Why would he speak out about it? And one thing that he let us know is that she'd been fighting for her life for 48 hours. But I don't know. I don't think that he's a part of this because she was returned back home. I think that maybe her family is very strict and she wanted to spend time with her boyfriend, or maybe they got into an argument. She didn't want her family to know. And so this happened. She didn't want to explain anything because it got so bad. She got it out of her car. But even that doesn't make sense because how did she get where she was at? Now, I think, again, I thought I showed you guys this earlier, but they showed it in the woods. There was a yellow light in the woods, and it like V-line towards the highway. Now, from this footage, we don't see her going to the car, though. So there's just so many questions that need to be answered. And I think that this police station has a lot more information than we know. Melanated Drip says, 1 minute he was light-skinned, next minute he was white. Then she's pregnant by a 17-year-old. And also, the other thing was they said that she walked home, but the news reporter said that she was dropped off at home. Her parents released a statement too. Yeah, I know that. Exactly. So that 100. I know what you mean. Her parents. But she's 25. Yeah, but I mean, she's in college still. So sometimes parents don't release that freedom for you even because you're in college. So you in school, my house, my rules, basically. I went through that. Tiffany says a trucker said he saw a man. The video was clear enough for us to see her get out of the car and went to that back seat. Right. So did we not see the man sneak into the back seat? Like, what is happening? What's happening? Okay. Why is my flashlight on my phone? What is happening? Okay. So another thing that happened was the Red Roof Inn was mentioned in this. Now, until I was watching the videos today, I never heard about no Red Roof Inn. Did y'all? Put a 1 in the chat if you heard about the Red Roof Inn. Mona just said, I'll be glad when Carly is able to speak for herself. Here, same here. Leon says, have any other motorists on that freeway came forward yet? No one said they seen no kid. I keep hearing about the trucker, but as we saw, other cars were passing her. Yeah. Put a 1 in the chat if you didn't hear about if you heard about it, the Red Roof. Oh, so you did. Yes, yesterday. Okay. Tiffany said, no, I haven't heard about no Red Roof Inn. I didn't hear about the Red Roof Inn until today. And even that makes this story even more shifty because, let me come back up here. It makes the story even more shifty because according to the Red Roof's Inn and the reports, the family pulled up 6 cars deep at the Red Roof Inn. Leon said, just not hearing about the Red Roof today. Allegedly, she called from the Red Roof Inn. Now, we all thinking that she called from the car. But now they're saying she called from the Red Roof Inn. Now, what was the guy's? Oh, I don't even know what the guy's name is. I want to shout him out. Damn, what was his name? ICKED Mill has all of the information. I mean, like the phone calls, whatever. He actually called the Red Roof Inn, and according to them, there were 2 Red Roofs Inn near her at the time. Chi-Town says they got that information off of a Alabama group on Facebook. So Deb, okay. Well, I know that the guy that I'm telling you guys about, again, his name is ICKED Mel MEL, called the Red Roof Inn, and they said they have no evidence of her being there. But he also said there was another Red Roof Inn by them, so she could have went to that one. And I believe they called the other one, and still they were like they don't know anything about it. But of course, she probably didn't check in as her either, though. Tim Energy says the only thing I heard is she called 911 about seeing a toddler and called a family member. Heard screams and she was gone. Where is all of this other intel coming from? The boyfriend, the brother's girlfriend. It was stated she called from the Red Roof to tell her family where she was yesterday. Okay. Now let me see if it let me pull up the phone call to the police station so you guys can hear that. It's long, so I think it's like 9 minutes. Oh, it's pulling up. Okay, so you guys can hear it. Or is it? Wait. Hold on, y'all. I don't know if it's going to pull up.
Just got a copy.
Okay.
42, are there any numbers associated with the 28?
10-4, that's the RP. We're trying to call her back. She's not answering.
I'm around the interstate as well. Can you give me a description on the child? And were they southbound, walking southbound?
10-4, southbound walking southbound. It was a toddler, 3 or 4 year old, wearing a white t-shirt and a diaper. RP arrived in a red Mercedes, unknown what the RP's description was going to be.
Copy. Thank you. 42, just be advised, her vehicle is unlocked, running. All her personal belongings except for her phone.
10-4.
13, if we can we start you into the Atkins trim area and just see if this child might have wandered from a house over there?
34, I'll be around.
10-4-34. The vehicle, the RP had just saw the child walking on the side of the interstate and had gotten out with it when she had disconnected.
Protect my energy. This was the police call from the night that everything had happened. If you guys didn't know that, this is the police call from the night that everything happened, when they went and looked for her car, and the brother's girlfriend, that they know that she had talked to her as well. According to them, while she was talking to them, she hung up on them. And I'm assuming she hung up on them because the brother's girlfriend called, because she hung up on the police department. What's going on to Avalon? Hold on. I don't know why I'm so delayed on this one. It says, I watch true crime all the time. Her parents did not seem that upset to me. Another thing. They don't. Like, no one seems that concerned. Hold on, because now this thing is here. What's going on, Cherry on top? Chi-Town says the cameras were viewed at both Red Roof Inns, and she was not anywhere on site. Now, unless she was in the trunk, IDK, but that sounds far-fetched. Hotel calls come on a audit sheet every night. And even if she was in the trunk, how would she know she was at the Red Roof Inn? No problem. To my energy. Chi-Town also says, just to say, Chi-Town girl, I can't do the Facebook groups. What's going on to Norris in the chats? Avalon says her parents, when they spoke to reporters like they was on a job interview instead of their child being missing. Listen, y'all saying that, not me. Okay. But I'm agreeing with you though. They didn't seem too concerned. But let's keep going.
Do you have anybody free?
10-4, 32, can you have that way?
We're good up here. You may want to send him to Nunley Pass and see if they can make contact with somebody there. See if we can find her.
745. Next dispatch when available.
4-5 copies,
2021-48.
Units, I believe we located her at the trim lane. Got a call about a female screaming with a child.
42, we copy.
32, do you have an address? It's going to be Atkins Trim Lane and Atkins Trim Boulevard.
That's where I've been around. 41 on the route.
10-441. Be advised, the female screaming line disconnected.
Will you check the social? Does it give any more information?
Brown and black Ford F-150. She was on the phone with her daughter when it occurred.
Dispatch 719, that's a negative.
48 dispatch. Okay, 19 case number.
Now, did y'all hear him? Did y'all hear him say she was on the phone with her daughter? We never heard about her calling her mom. So did they think that the mom called them, or that was confusing to me too? What's going on, Gigi? And then Melanie Drip says, I wonder if this has happened to Carly before, just not to this magnitude. But y'all heard him say on this call that they got a phone call from the mother. My energy says, to be honest, my mother has that kind of demeanor. You would never get that breaking down reaction from her. so I can't speak on how her parents reacted. My kid missed baby. I'm all over the internet crying and everything. It took me a long time. What's going on, Conscious TV? They saying the audio is misrepresented from another case. It's not audio pertaining to Carly's case. So, listen, you know what I would do? Not play no more of it because I don't want to give you guys false information. I'll give you guys that. And thank you, Conscious, for letting me know that. I did not know that. That's what I heard. But they were talking about, to me, it's something they were talking about her, though. So I don't know. What's going on to Jonathan Ford? Mary Bassar says she had talked to her mom before she got on the phone with the Mary. I don't know if that's Saturday Night Live or not. I don't know. But when I read it, all I saw was Saturday Night Live. Let me not laugh because I don't think that's what you were saying. But let me wait till you respond. Wait a minute. Just simply says, same protect my energy. Chi-Town says that operator was giving wrong info. And Melanie Drift says, wow, this is crazy. Shake my head. What's going on to my buddy? Conscious TV. Let's see. Pamela says they were talking about a baby. They were asking about, in the beginning they said the baby had on a pamper and a white t-shirt. So I don't know. But see, even that makes this more crazy though. Like, why are they playing false police phone calls? Me too. I be snotty nose and hyperventilating, but my mother really isn't like that at all. I don't know. Sister-in-law. Okay. I'm like, Saturday Night Live, baby. You think this is the joke for real? I did not know. I'm so sorry, y'all. Y'all can laugh at me in the chat. I thought you was talking about Saturday Night Live. Conscious says, so she apparently spoke to her mom before she picked up their food, then saw the baby on the way home, called 911, then called her sister-in-law. Police said no other calls came in that night about any of it. And to be honest, I think that's where my speculation really comes from, is that why is she the only person who's seen it? And yesterday I was saying, she's in nursing school. Y'all, those people that are in nursing school, like, it's traumatic, what they see. And again, you guys know one of my favorite shows is Girlfriends. They have an episode about that with Tony's brother where he wanted to quit because it was too much for him. So, I just think that maybe she was having a moment. I don't think that she has a mental issue. I think she was having a moment because things that she probably is going through during her courses at the school. Avalon Park says police stated that her parents called them and stated that she called them from the Red Roof Inn. Which one they did not know. Also, the scream come from the neighborhood, not 459 Interstate by 459. And see, that's another thing. Yeah. Shabby, I know. Where was the food? They didn't say. That's another question. Because she was in that. Another good question. They didn't say the food was in the back seat. That's another good question. Gigi says so many moving parts, holding out for more info. Mary says, before seeing this video, I thought perhaps she was on a stretch of isolated road. That was a lot of moving traffic for her to be the only one to see a kid. And that's where I've always been at. The neighborhood is right by the interstate. Her car was found on 459, marker 11-4, which we did hear that. Says the parents told the police Carly walked home by foot and showed up alone at the front door. Now, see, I just seen today they said she was dropped on the news. Conscience. They said she was dropped off. Let me drop this for you. The news reporter said she was dropped off at home. Somebody says, I think we need to wait until the facts come out. I don't think she's a Jussie Smollett. Okay, let's get into that part. Protect my energy. Let's say that this is a real story, right? Let's say this is a real story. I don't know why my light on my phone keeps coming on. Where's my notes at? Because there's a major question I do have. Let's say that she was at the railroad fan. The family pulled up 6 cars deep. My main question is, if this really happened, why is there no manhunt for the person who kidnapped her? Let's say that all this is true. That by the end of today, we should see some kind of drawing or something about the person who kidnapped her, whether it was a man, a woman, a toddler. Why do we not have information? Because are other people in jeopardy of seeing a toddler on the side of the highway? Why are we not informed of what this person looks like who abducted her, if this is the case? Mary says, did she have a sneaky link? And to me, she was not dropped off. So, Deb, that's what I was telling you. But I'm just telling you the news reporter from Alabama, they said she was dropped off at home. I'm just going off what the news said. Now, she could have walked home. I don't know. It could have taken her, but it took her 48 hours to walk home. They said she was 10 minutes from her house. She was gone for 48 hours. Exactly. The people in the area could be in danger. And why do we not know what the person looks like who did this? Where is the toddler? I didn't hear and see articles that said she was dropped off at home. I can't play the YouTube video because of somebody else's content, but I definitely watched the news, y'all. The actual news said she was dropped off at home. The news has gotten information wrong before, and that's true too. Just simply, that's true. That's very true. What's going on, Conscience?
What's going on? I just put the article to the walking home on foot in your private chat. Because I had read from it earlier in my commentary, because I kept checking back for like updates and updates and updates and updates, and so that was one of the updates that came through. Was that she allegedly walked home, showed up at her house alone.
But it took her 48 hours to walk home?
I'm just
trying to figure out what's happening.
It's so hard to tell because we don't have all the information, so we don't know whether she escaped from a situation on the day that
the boyfriend said she was fighting for her life.
Right, that she was fighting for her life. So, you know, it sounded like she arrived home after she came out of an experience, but she might have been on that road walking for God knows how long. I mean, who knows?
True, she might not know where she was at. This is all really possibilities.
Yeah, and this is Alabama. If she was taken by anything, it's no telling how far away from her home she was taken. If she had gotten away or had been thrown to the curbside after whatever took place, then it might have took her that long to get home. But I highly doubt she walked a long period of time, because I'm sure some civilian who probably drove past her, seeing this like woman look dazed and in shock, because reporters claimed that she was in shock when he arrived to the house, when firefighters and things arrived to the house. So.
But if they did that, then why didn't they stop for the toddler though?
Well, I was talking about on the day she came home. Now
I know what you're saying. I'm just saying, if you feel this way about her walking home, why were they not stopping for this toddler? She couldn't have been the only person who's seen a toddler walking on the side of the highway. It doesn't make sense. Even when you look at the video of when she turned her blinker, when we see her blinkers coming into the view of the camera, she drove a very long way. She never even went backwards to check. She went to her back seat.
Well, she went to the front passenger, so that's the door that they found open, and that's the door that we see her open.
It looks like the back seat to me.
It was the front passenger.
Okay, they said you had. I saw someone in Nika and Knight say you had a clear view of yours, so maybe you see something I didn't see.
Yeah, hold on. She said that?
No, someone her comments said that.
Oh yeah, somebody on the internet had brightened the video, I can see that link too.
I've seen that.
Okay, yeah. So that was, and I saw another one. Somebody had a black and white one as well, so you can see the contrast of the landscape. So there's those two videos that are up: the black and white one, and then it's the super bright and one that they have on Twitter. That seems like it looks like it was taken in the afternoon, but it's still the same nighttime footage enhanced. And you just can't see any of that activity. You don't see any intruders. You don't see her leaving the vehicle to go into the woods. You don't. I mean, and then they found this woman's wig in the car, her Apple Watch, her purse, her car running, keys in the ignition. They found.
But doesn't that sound like someone who doesn't want to be found?
Doesn't
that sound like someone who doesn't want to be found? I mean, you know, there's tracking device on your phone, anything Apple. You know, there's a tracking device on it. So for all that stuff to be left there. Even if she was abducted, you know, those are things that they would leave behind because they don't want her to be tracked.
Yeah, now I mean, I hear people about the abductors and the traffickers, but my question is, where is all of that in the footage? Where is these abductors and these traffickers and these predators in the footage? And why would this single black woman go off from her vehicle and not have a flashlight, not anything, just leave in the dark and go across this threshold of wilderness? It just ain't making no sense. None of the explanations do.
Do you think this is a case of overprotective parents?
So people have been saying that, but it's hard for me to believe that in this day and age, a 25-year-old woman in nursing school with a full-time job is being treated like she is Caroline the orphan at home.
But she lives at home though, and
I mean, but that could be to
my house, my rules. We've all, as black people, we've heard this at home all the time. No matter if you could be 40 years old, my house, my rules.
For sure. But I tend to think because she appears to be so doing well, that she actually has parents that probably give her some leverage and probably respect her because she's doing the right thing. She's in school, she has a job, she's in a stable relationship, she obviously is a family girl, and she probably stayed home in order to cut the cost on school and college and to help her.
What's the backstory on the boyfriend though? I think that's what I'm really
the boyfriend is just catching heat because the public has nobody else to blame anything on.
Well, I mean, in an investigation now, you know, I watch Fatal Attraction for My Men all the time. They tell you on that show, the first person they look at is the boyfriend. They do, or the girlfriend, whoever it is. They're going to look at your spouse first. So I think that's a normal situation. But I just think that, and it's, to me, if none of this is really real, why would she go this far to just show back at home?
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying like it was really, the thing that gets me is the fact that this woman disappeared inside of her car. We see her get out of the driver's side, get from behind the wheel, walk around the back of the car to the passenger side, get in, and just vanish.
And she's and they don't have any more. They said there was a man with khaki pants that was over at the car. We don't see that.
We don't see that. We don't see a gray car parked in front of her like the trucker claimed. There's none of that.
None of this. So it's like at this point, what happened? Because we're sitting here listening to what you guys are telling us, but we also like watching the footage. Did y'all cut the footage before we could see what's happening here? What kind of case is this that we are looking at? Because for me, it does not make sense. I don't think she saw the toddler on the side of the road. I think she saw her boyfriend on the side of the road.
But her boyfriend, where? See, where are these people? That's my question.
I think he was in the backseat of that car.
So then, if she was in the backseat of the car, why wasn't they found in the backseat of the car? Because the police pulled up a minute or so after she got out.
We only seen a limited amount of the footage, so we don't know who.
No. The 4 minutes we see is the whole entire phenomenon before the police pull up.
But so how did they get out of how did she get out of the car?
That's what I'm asking y'all. For everybody who believes that humans had something to do with this, that's what I'm asking everybody is, how do you explain that? How do you explain her getting out of the car. And then and clearly she wasn't in the car because the police didn't find her in the car. They found everything but her and her boyfriend in the car. They found
and
no
wig,
people.
and the wig.
And the wig. The whole lace frontal.
I think they got it in. I think they got it in the car. They ran when it got dark. Now I don't know if they know, where the camera was at or anything, but something was planned here. Something was planned.
I think that baby was real, but I think that baby was supernatural. I think that damn baby was a spirit.
Well, you saw the girl on the plane, right?
Right.
Talking about right now. Let me tell you something right now. Let me get on the plane and somebody tell me that the person is not real. I'm off to. I'm going
that part. I don't play about no planes, baby. The first time I hear somebody drunk, I'm off the plane, baby. Give me my backpack. Get me up out here. Give me my money quick. I don't play about no planes. Period.
Damn. I'm getting off when she gets off because
yes,
I'm not fucking with that at all.
I will watch the plane blow up in the sky from inside the terminal. Yes. That part.
But those are really good. I mean, those are really good questions because listen, and this has been happening a lot recently. But people, there was a footage of a police department. I think they was in Texas where they seen a UFO in the air.
Yeah, and did you hear about the UFO crashing in Vegas that crashed into them people's backyards and the damn aliens was on top of the house and cranking up the tractor trailers and stuff backyard? I mean, it's a mess.
I'm with that. I saw that too.
Yeah, it's a lot of bizarre stuff that I think we're coming into that age where we're going to be seeing a lot of anomalies, and I think the scriptures predicted times like these where there would be signs and wonders and all type of craziness, honey, all things that will mark the coming of another era. So I think we're dawning upon that. I really do. And her story is crazy because the thing about it is people are saying, well, maybe she was on drugs or maybe she was hooking up with a sneaky link.
But the people on the plane said that she was sober.
Right.
There were multiple accounts of people that was on that plane. They said she was very sober. They said she was very normal until she seen that. And they haven't had any reports saying that she was schizophrenic or nothing was wrong. No, there's no reports saying anything about this. But baby, let me tell you something. If I get on a plane and somebody's talking about that person not real, baby, where's my bag at? I'm the out of here. I'm going off before you get off. Don't even argue about this shit.
Baby, I ain't even grabbing my stuff, honey. Y'all can keep the bag too. Keep the laptop and all, baby. Just let me get the hell through the door. Let me get through the slit in the crevice. But the only thing I'm looking to be explained about this Carly situation is I just need to know how in the hell she vanished in a car.
From that car.
Yes. Yeah, I don't care if she was on drugs. I can deal with all that. I'm just the most bizarre thing to me
is make her teleport. What was those drugs? I want to know. Because
I want
to teleport too, baby. I want to know how to teleport.
Look, I think it was that little ass leprechaun that her ass saw wandering the interstate, honey. That zapped her ass into another damn dimension. That baby is the root of all this evil going on at Carly life, baby. Okay? Stay away from them wandering babies on the interstate, black woman. It's a setup.
Yeah. And listen, I'm not pulling over for no damn black baby neither, babe. Deuces. Hope you make it home. Because I'm not pulling over. I'm not standing on the plane when the person's not real, and not pulling up for babies on the side of the highway. Period.
Mm-hmm. A lot of folks said that. I'm going to be honest. Even as a two-spirited person, I don't know if I would have had the heart to drive away from a baby that would have got ran over by a school bus. I would have been just felt so bad.
The baby must have been a runner, a track star, because how far she drove to get to the baby.
That baby was hauling ass.
That baby was hauling ass to where she stopped at. She must have been yelling like, "Stop, stop, stop!" And he stopped. The baby stopped. It was a little boy. Stopped where she stopped, but then she was in the back seat, or you said the passenger side. So was the baby really there?
Well, see, that's the thing. I think the baby was there because the sister-in-law was on the phone with her the whole time and heard her talking to the alleged child.
She said she never heard the baby respond.
No. But she said she heard Carly talking to the child. She heard Carly saying, "Are you okay?"
The baby never responded though.
she said she didn't hear the response. I think when she heard Carly scream because that damn baby turned into his true form, a damn leprechaun, and zapped her ass underneath a rainbow. She let out one scrump.
I think she screamed because she knew she was having an episode.
Okay, but even if she was, how does the episode cause you to vanish in the thin air?
So there's a lot of things that I think, as far as this goes. Listen, baby, if you got a DUI, this is the best thing to do. I mean, if you drunk and driving before you get pulled off, this is the best story to tell. Because you can't even get arrested at this point. 48 hours later, you can't even breathe for them to, give you your breathalyzer to give you a DUI. I think the other thing is that maybe she's having an episode, but again, that makes I don't think that part is true, because how's she going to be a nurse?
Right. She got a job on top of that. She works at a spa and she's in nursing school. And I mean, she seems like a well-to-do girl.
So I just think that maybe she was inebriated and she was afraid.
Okay,
let me pull over and say I saw the baby.
And maybe what brand of liquor.
Listen, maybe whatever she was high on, she saw the baby for real. And when she realized it was, she got in that back seat and went to sleep. And then magically she teleported to her mom's house the 48 hours later.
Okay, so why didn't the police find her in the back seat, inebriated, slumped over, face down, ass up in the back seat?
Because maybe she had teleported already.
So why she had to even have been drunk then to begin with?
So Conscious, I'm just making up a story right now because I don't know what's happening.
Oh my God. Baby.
Because none of it makes sense. Like I can't really give you a real situation because we never saw her leave that car.
Right. That shit is scary, SoDeb. That's scary. And that's why I want to hear this woman's story, because whatever the hell she did to disappear, I want to avoid it. So tell me tell me every step, baby. So I can know not to do that.
The next time I see a child, I'm like, get the fuck away from me.
You wouldn't have left no baby on the side of the road there.
I don't care if I see a baby in my fucking house at this point. I don't want to see a toddler. Because what the fuck you did to this? I don't understand. I don't know what's happening here.
Maybe she thought toddlers. Because we living in that era where women be drowning their kids and throwing them off a bridge. So maybe she thought, oh my God, somebody threw away their child on the side, just put their child on the side of the road and just drove off. And and obviously she feared he would walk out into the highway and get air juggled.
B2 Be Good said the baby will be sitting. Listen, don't bring the toddler around. That baby will be sitting where it was sitting at when I drove past that mother, because ain't no way. I'm not dealing with toddlers at this point because I don't know did you teleport this lady? I don't know. I don't know what's happening.
That baby was not a natural baby, I'm telling you. It was a damn baby. It just wasn't a natural baby.
The baby will just be sitting there if I see a baby. I'm telling you right now, don't ask SoDeb if you saw a toddler on the side of anything and I didn't help, because I will not.
What?
I
don't believe that. I don't believe that.
Conscious.
I do not believe that.
Until we find out how this lady disappeared from her car to her parents' house. I'm not toddlers or all.
Okay, yeah, it's off limits until we figure out what I can get with that. Okay, yes, we need to go on a toddler strike. Okay, until we hear from this woman, baby, y'all leave them damn babies on the highway. Okay, just charge it to the game.
Some references. I need to know if there was a real baby. If there was one,
it wasn't.
Show us, give a description of the people who abducted you with this baby. There's a lot of things I need to know before I trust a damn toddler at this point.
Yeah. No, I'm with that. I think her story is going to be crazy, because if you listen to the language of the police, they're like, we're going to give her time and we'll talk to her when we feel she's ready. What you mean? It's whole babies on the interstate being used as bait by predators, and y'all talking about y'all don't give her time? That let me know that even the police at this point have extrapolated enough information to believe that this is more mental, and they can't put the story together. They can't make it make sense. It don't fall into no framework or something that happened physically. So they just gonna let her get well and see if she sobers up and see what happens.
Sobers up, I'm glad you said that. And also, again, if that's really happened, baby, there will be a photo of his description blasted all over the internet right now. Just like they were blasting of her missing, they would be blasting a photo or an image they have got from her, of who abducted her and that damn baby. There's so much I need right now.
Yeah, it's so many.
What's going on, Cindy? I told you that something was wrong with. I know you did, Cindy. You told me that. You did say that.
Real wrong. It's giving horror movie genre. It's giving supernatural horror movie genre.
But yeah, I'm just telling you right now, I don't trust no toddlers, and I don't trust pulling over to the side of no damn highway for nothing at this point.
And should not, baby.
I probably wouldn't have pulled over anyway. I probably would have called the police like, hey, there's a toddler beside the highway, and keep it pushing.
Well, here's the middle. If you find yourself having to rescue a toddler in the middle of the night, stand your ground. Have your Glock out as you go to play Super Saver Ho. In case you got to shoot that mother lover too, okay? He might be the damn villain.
I'm shooting everywhere around that damn toddler before I even talk to the damn toddler.
That part, okay? See,
because who sent you here? Who sent you here?
It's wild.
And why? And I think the other thing is like, was the toddler crying? Like, there's a lot of different questions we have. Like, if the toddler was crying, and why was she the only person who's seeing this toddler? I just think it's a lot more than what we are privy to at this point.
Because there were people in my chat who was like, they drive the interstate all the time and it's super dark and you can't see anything. But this woman made out a whole description of a 4 foot tall baby in a pamper that was male.
Who fucking sent you here? That's what I did say that.
Well, she found out because her ass disappeared for 2 days.
Listen, I don't know what happened in those 2 days, but I want to know.
We might not ever get the real story. I think that family probably they're probably just gonna see if Biden do something to distract everybody, and they just gonna never come forward. Because I think the story is crazy. I don't think it fits a conventional situation. I don't think it's in the natural world. I think it's some supernatural elements involved in this thing.
When I tell you I'm coming out with a damn machine gun.
We gotta secure the premise first, y'all.
Before I find out what's wrong with this fucking baby, why is this baby here and who's around here? I need to know. Ain't no baby just roaming around the highway like this.
Not on
if that baby turned into something else, the baby gonna get it too.
That woman pulled open that passenger door, sat in her car, sat that baby on her lap, and say, "Hey, how you doing? Are you okay?" That thing turned into a full-on leprechaun. That woman got shook.
And it's not drove off.
Because she had already called the police, so she was waiting for the police to pull up. And the police did show up a minute and a half after she pulled up, so they showed up super quick. So she was waiting on them. I think that's why she felt confident even busting a U-turn, because she's like, okay, the police on the way. They right around the corner. You know, it's a lot of traffic out here. I'm on the phone with my sister-in-law. Everything is good. And she sadly mistaken.
I ain't stopping for no fucking toddler at this point. I'm sorry. Listen, if any of you guys have toddlers that live in Atlanta, and I see them strolling around, y'all, good luck. Good luck.
Especially on them country roads. Like my grandma used to report seeing spirits on a certain road in South Carolina when she would be commuting home from the hospital as a nurse, and that road was known for people seeing apparitions and spirits and shit alongside that road. It was like
in Alabama,
huh?
Was she in Alabama?
No, in South Carolina.
South Carolina. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Just as damn haunted and ghostly and peril damn normal.
Well, I've exuded my time because I got to go to work in the morning.
Yeah.
Thank you, Conscious, for showing up.
Thank you.
I definitely appreciate that. You know I love you.
Of course, I love you too.
And you know what? I need my t-shirt. Oh, hold on. I need my t-shirt.
Huh?
I need my hold on t-shirt.
Oh, come on, hold on. Oh, they're coming, honey. All of the merch is coming, baby. Don't worry about it, honey. Okay.
Listen,
It'll be on me. It'll be on me. Hold on.
In my everyday life, all the time, like, hold on.
Yeah, hold on.
I say it all the time. Because I love when you say that.
That part. But thank you for having me. I'll get out of here, and we'll be keeping our eye out on the story.
Absolutely, absolutely.
All right, bye.
All right, bye. I love you. All right, y'all. I'm getting up out of here. You guys have enough information already. Do your own research, whatever you believe. No one's challenging that. But it doesn't make sense to me. I'm gonna just say that those are the facts for me. Let me read a few more of you guys' comments real quick. B2 Be Good says the story seems fishy though. She says she was, I don't know what that part was about. Avalon Park says it was a white baby. She told police that she saw. I didn't even know that. Kamiko says the story makes me think call the police and stay in my car. It makes me think about call the police and drive the fuck through. Like that's what it makes me think of. But I don't know about y'all. That's what it makes me think of. Conscious is a beautiful man. I love Conscious, guys. Like I think I've told you guys multiple times how I met Conscious, but that's one of my really, really, really good friends. B2 Be Good says, so Deb, how are you keeping the toddler safe with a machine gun? I was talking about I'm about to start just randomly shooting in the woods before I approach the toddler. That's what I was saying. Melody Drift says, good night, so Deb. Good night to you as well. Good night to Tiffany GT. Reggie says, everyone hit that like button as you go out. She see you later, says Mary Bassard. Miss Wilson says, good night, all. Mary Bassard says, good night, all. You said it twice, I think. And GT says, call the police, drive to a lighted, populated area. And with that, we're going to log the golf, okay? Thank you. Bye, y'all.
Did it, I 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 did it, you did it, I did it,